the .NET extension, and we've got people all over the world actually using this and helping to make it better. So we got a lot of small contributors all over the place. So if you want to be able to allow rich data in your site, but you don't want cross-site scripting attacks, you need anti-SAMI, okay? Or you need HTML Purifier if you're in PHP, which is it's a very good project. You need this capability, and Microsoft realized that it was such a great capability that they copied it, and they're going to put it into their anti-XSS library. And we've been in talks with them about doing that. We're going to try to make sure that they use the right approach, but it's going to be built into the .NET framework, so everybody's going to be able to have access to it. So that's pretty exciting. Okay, cross-domain workflows. Arshan has a solution. So he did some consulting with one firm where they tried to use cross-domain workflows to protect against cross-site scripting attacks. So imagine this came out horrible. So imagine you're at Slashdot, okay, and you want to present some user content. So one easy way to protect yourself will be to have this iframe right here that points to untrusted.slashdot.org. Okay, so then the same origin policy today is going to protect us when malicious code gets in here, because the malicious code won't be able to affect anything else on the page. Right? So if you want to display a user profile, you just display that user profile in untrusted.myspace.com. But there's all kinds of usability issues, and search engines punish you for using iframes, and there's all kinds of other iframe usability problems. So people don't generally use this, but if you have maybe an internal application or you control the environment, maybe you can consider using some of these cross-domain workflows. Content restrictions. Okay, people have pretty much given up on content restrictions. The idea of content restrictions is we can set up some kind of jail in the HTML markup where anything that goes between it gets neutered of any active content. Kind of like NoScript, right? How many people use NoScript? Okay, you should all turn on NoScript, by the way, for the clickjacking attack. If you have NoScript enabled, I can't perceive any attack working against you. So anyway, so imagine like if NoScript looked at this tag, found this tag, and anything between it is stripped it out. This is something that's capable of doing now, and in fact, we're talking about maybe doing it. So that would be, that's pretty much what we want. We want to be able to have different policies on what can happen for code executing in different parts of the page. So if we have thief book over there, that's going to be severely limited in what it can do. But code that's in this other part of the page is allowed to do whatever it wants. So this is pretty much what the Java security policy is, right? You can set up policy files in Java to allow as fine-grained control as you want, but nobody uses it because it's too hard. Okay, but Facebook could spend a few days coming up with a strict policy file for JavaScript if there was such a thing, and they can build a really nice policy file to protect their users. But there's no technology to do it right now. So I have some ideas on what it should be, how the format of it should be, but we're still early in this talk. Okay, that's my talk. So I think I solved some of the problems with having a cross-site scripting worm that can jump across domain and can have a reliable command and control structure. And I also wanted to represent the discussion about cross-site scripting worms in a more academic context, because the work that Jose and Nazario did to frame it was really good, and we should be working within that framework. So if anybody has any questions. Not one, huh? Not one? Somebody throw me a pity question. Oh. I'm sorry, what was that?
Here.
Will you be publishing a more academic treatment of this?
I have a paper that I wrote that was peer-reviewed and accepted for Owasp Belgium. When I first presented this research in May or March, whenever it was when we were all in Belgium. So there is a 25-page academic-style PDF that discusses pretty much everything here. So, and I have built some of the pieces of this worm. Of course, I'm not going to release it, and of course, I haven't put it all together. And, there's still pretty big pieces that I'm missing because, of course, we're waiting for the browsers to implement some of the features that they say they're going to implement in the drafts. But there's really nothing stopping a lot of people from carrying this kind of attack. Uh-oh. Talked about defense, Eric, before you say anything.
This is a pity question. So, how long do you think it's going to take before these next generation techniques that you've been talking about actually come to fruition? Like, when are we going to see these active?
So that's a very interesting question. If everybody knows about Slackers, Slackers is a forum that Snake hosts. Everybody in Slackers is about 6 to 8 months ahead of everybody else. Okay, so that's just like a collection of 16-year-olds that just like think about this stuff all day long because they have nothing better to do, and they're really like way ahead of the game. So realistically, I think everybody's limited by when the browser is going to implement some of these features, but with some of today's technology, we can still accomplish a lot of these techniques, including the distributed command and control that's reliable and authenticatable. Will we see it? I don't know. It seems like there's not as many black hats out there as some of the marketing people would like you to believe, but they're out there, and it seems like it's kind of a chance thing. It's like they may choose to do it, they may not. It depends on how bored they are, or if they have a good connection with a malware or adware company. I don't know.
Any more questions?
All right, thank you guys so much.
Okay, everyone, we'll be getting